Hello, my friends. Tonight, yes, I'm looking like a ghost. I have worked a lot in the past. I looked so nice a month ago. I am watching again for the second time the video describing the early years of Julian Assange. You know, my fifth dragon told me that many ethical people are much lower in level than me, but they have much more courage than I have. Oh, let me tell you something about courage. There is also courage to stay with broken hand, broken missing teeth, and staying in your suffering and seeing how other people are having fun, and you have to do this boring stuff. Writing and spying and bringing info and making videos. So let me tell you about 707. The net. This has a special significance. It is almost like 6 Illuminati. You have to check out the goro.com/Melanki or goroadaki.com. Melanki. All this bullshit about significance, and you know, he draws many parallels between a singer who shows a breast, people who show up only one eye, the World Cup football in Brazil, the new Pope, the flight of the first Boeing 777 at 9/11, the flight, the second one which crashed, Kuala Lumpur, the flight of the one which crashed. You know, if you look at Wikipedia, you will see that Boeing 777 was in service in 2003 or 2004. So until that time, the Illuminati planned all this shit. And I told you the general plan: to make a war between Jews and Arabs, to clean Jerusalem of Jews and Arabs, to make Jerusalem the general capital of the world, to destroy the Dome of the Rock and the Temple Mountain, and build a general temple of masonry dedicated to Lucifer, to me, there on the top of the mountain. That's the plan. And in parallel, to hang some women, to stir up some revolt, to have the Russian invading various countries and Europe, having a general war in order to cover up fact that Jews and Arabs will kill themselves to oblivion, you see. Because, you see, when there are some bombs, nukes exploding in the Middle East, all the things will be covered up. And yes, Netanyahu is their guy, yes, definitely. Putin is their guy, because the real Putin died and he was replaced. So let me tell truths. The truth is, don't let me start on the truth, because if I am starting on the truth, I will tell you the whole truth. And the whole truth is, well, I am very tired. Romania will remain neutral vis-a-vis this bullshit with 777. Everyone is so fucking preoccupied. Oh, 295 people died. How about all the other tens of thousands who died today and yesterday? How about my suffering, which continues? They have died fast. I am dying slowly, you see. What about sympathizing with me? So, if you see the internet, you will see the Telema and the new Kabbalah and all the other shit, and you will understand the real significance is 3 times 7 is 21, and if you reverse, 21 is 12, and 12 is 2 times, which is creation, this, and 13 is plus 1, which is recreation, but also 18 is recreation because it is 3 times 6. And so, you see, all this bullshit, these people, the Illuminati, believe very much. And it is like Ceausescu said, you know, symbolism is very good in art. However, in politics, it should not be. So, we had a Boeing 777 crashing at Kuala Lumpur. Malaysia because it is one of the central stages of Lemuria, and there are also economic reasons. Very good Malaysian airlines, very professional pilots. You have to steer them away and draw attention to the European lines, which are a little bit more expensive to the American lines. And this is also the start of World War III, or World War 7 or 8 or 9, let us count 1, 2, Cold War first part, Cold War second part, war on Islam, so-called on terrorism, war between China and USA for economic domination, won by China. Information war, 1, Renaissance Information, 2, war, Snowden, now it is the 9th war, okay, 9th World War, we have Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and that 100 billion bank, and a few days after we have this terrible incident, diplomacy has failed. Now, diplomacy was never employed. Those people wanted war. Do not be so naive. So we have some nice declaration by Obama. We believe it was the Russians. Now we're going to punish them. You see, I'm so envious for the people who had such a great time in the last 7 years when I suffered and worked so much. But I am compelled to work until 7th of August for this country and the world. So you see, I'm like a slave. It is a pre-birth thing. It is nothing I chose to do in this life, like many people believe that I am schizophrenic and I hear voices talking in my head, but there is a difference between what you imagine and the real voices, you see. And so it was a pre-birth contract, basically. All this God stuff and great and supreme God stuff, well, we are just ancestors who seek to help our people. Unfortunately, our people do not understand us and do not accept us and ignore us. Well, this is the second part, you see. But all this shit will come to pass. Well, I don't know how it will come to pass. I cannot imagine right now. Probably Russia will invade Kazakhstan, Belarus, Poland, the Baltic states, Ukraine, Mongolia. There will be a nice war between Russia and China, between Russia and Europe. In the meanwhile, nuclear bombs will go off in the Middle East. Israel will be wiped out. Several Arab countries will be wiped out. Palestine wiped out. Jordan, Egypt, part of Egypt. The Illuminati have something like this for Egypt. Hirama became from Egypt, so we have to protect Egypt. Okay. They also have something like this for Sumeria and for Iraq. That is why they have stationed troops there in Iraq, so that their precious Babylon will not be hurt. Well, they are not caring so much about Iraqis being hurt and being unemployed and suffering. But they care very much of keeping Egypt alive, keeping Thebes alive, Cairo alive, and Babylon the Great alive. These are central stages in their Thelema or Kabbalah, or the new Kabbalah is not Jewish. It is Western. It is Western in nature. So, my friend, let me tell you this. Yes, I had many shit in my own life. My own mother was spying on me. So you have to realize the deviousness of the Romanian secret service. They have used my mother, my father, the boyfriend of my mother, my grandmother to spy on me. Unfortunately, my mother got afraid, and after I had the accident at Sami Seretuza, in which I remained with water at my left knee, she said that I have nothing. And but The confusion only lasted for 6 months because other spies came and spied on me and saw that I really had something, and they decided to send $10,000 to my father, but my father decided to postpone me until the age of 36 because this is the laws of dragon. So, you see, this country is really fucked, really fucked. Much more fucked than America, because America is a young nation, and here in Europe we have emperors, kings, emperors, dukes, princes. I am a duke, a prince, I am a king, an emperor, God, the great God, supreme God, light, created God, uncreated the qualities of divine, letter, Holy Spirit, and nature, uncreated, supreme God, first levels and second, up to 7. Anyway, I have met today a guy who was 307 dimensions or more. He looked very profoundly at me, and he didn't know what to expect from me. Because when you seldomly go up in the world, it's not like, oh, we are all ethical, we are all conscious, we are all spiritual. No, when you truly meet someone who is at the same caliber or level, it is like you see a man for the first time, you see. It is like I was with Emilian Descalescu at Arieshen, and there was an area where you had to pass over 2 mountains in order to meet another man, you see. There are only animals and forests and big trees. You see, countries which have really big trees like Costa Rica and Romania and Japan and China and Siberia are really old countries. Because it is bullshit to say that, oh, trees only live for 100 years or 1,000 years. How do you know this? Maybe they live for 100,000 years. Oh, but we have seen the circles, how do you know that the circle, it is made in 1 year? Maybe it is made in 1,000. Yes, the first circles are made when the tree is growing. It is like a human is growing, but after a while the growing stops and the maturity kicks in, and when you are older you don't have as much energy. Everything is a game, you see. When you were a spirit and you incarnated into the belly of your mother and you had to create your own body, you created your brain, your hands, your legs, your heart, your body, your head, your eyes, your ears, your face, your teeth. Yes, you recreated your teeth 10 years later, and now you cannot create anything. You're just like shit. Yes. So in order to reach, because many people go to fight, let's go fight for my country. How? Well, I am going to kill Iraqis. Why? Well, because Bush told me so, that they intend to kill us. Well, this argument was used throughout the human history, you see. Every time when the Persian Empire wanted to invade another country, they say, well, we need to invade them because they hate us and they intend to attack us. So maybe they already attacked us over the border on a few small villages. Oh, but we have to protect those villages. Like, no, we have to protect the families of the downed airplane. So if we have to attack, if we have to protect, then we must attack them with all our strength and occupy. Well, the fact that we occupy them and steal their oil and resources only, of course, we never intended to do this. This is only the fact that we keep our armies for tens of years and sending many young people to their death is only a collateral damage. We never intended to do so. So you see, it is complicated. This world will never change. Ciao.